everybody, welcome to today's video. Today marks the first day for the rest of the month that I am going to make pie inspired drinks. Woohoo! Who doesn't love that? Am I right? Well, it's Thanksgiving month, so when you think of Thanksgiving, you think of food, but you mostly think, ooh, at the end of the food, I get to have some pie. So, while still trying to stay in my healthy realm, I'm going to make Thanksgiving inspired pies. And then some, also some that I would want to have that isn't traditional, but you'll see as that comes up. Now, what I'm going to do to start it off is make a pumpkin pie martini. Now, I have to admit, this was quite a challenge because I was trying to figure out how to make an actual pumpkin pie drink. I have used pumpkin puree and I have just done everything I can, and because we all know pumpkin pie is pretty dense. So I'm like, I do want to have some pumpkin pie filling in it. So I got just pureed pumpkin, and what I did is I strained it just a little bit and put it into my shaker, and just enough so you can have the color and you can still kind of have the flavor of the pumpkin pie. Now, these are my staple now. These skinny syrups, I use these in pretty much most of the pies that I'm gonna make this month and next month. And I even put it in my coffee. I mean, these have become a huge, huge part of my life now. Thank you so much for these. So, I use both of these. Now, this is the pumpkin pie spice. I have some ice and I have a little bit of pumpkin puree. I mean, I don't know if you can see it. It's not a lot. I mean, it's probably maybe a tablespoon of pumpkin puree. And I strained it. That way it's a little bit thinner. Because if you just put it in there as is, I think it would just be way too much. So I think a little bit thinner is better. So what I'm going to do is use some of the pumpkin spice. Now I'm just going to use probably, I don't know, maybe a teaspoon. And I'm also going to use the pumpkin spice cheesecake. I mean, come on, we're making a pie, so you kind of want a little bit of more of a cheesecake, which is, instead of just pumpkin pie. So I'm using these two. Now, I'll get my vodka, of course. Now remember, this is a martini, so it's going to be very vodka dominant. So I'm gonna do probably 2 of my shot glasses. I'm gonna do 2 of those. And then what I'm gonna do is put in a little bit, of the pumpkin pie spice. Now, when you get pumpkin pie, you can look and you can actually see the spices in it. And I'm just gonna put in just a little tap there. I'm not a huge pumpkin pie fan. Now, my son loves pumpkin pie. I like it, but I had a very traumatic problem with it when I was younger because I ate too much of it. I'll just leave it there. So, for about 20 years, I didn't eat pumpkin pie. Matter of fact, couldn't even stand the smell of it. So, let's shake. Okay, now I'm gonna let that sit for just a minute. Now for the best part. I told you I got these, I did it for my HEB haul. These are graham cracker crumbs. These are gonna be a blessing this month because this is gonna account for probably 98% of the drinks that I make because a lot of pies are made with graham cracker crust. So I'm gonna do in one bowl is just put some of the crumbs in there. Just spread it thinly. Then I'm going to take some more of the pumpkin spice syrup and put it in another bowl, just a little bit. And I'm going to do the rim of my glass. Yeah, I like this drink, and I would take this over a pumpkin pie any day. I'll probably make it for my son who comes over for Thanksgiving without the alcohol and see what he thinks about it. See if it even compares to his pumpkin pies. Now, after I've dipped it in the syrup, I'm going to put it into the graham crackers. So, it's basically a pie with a little bit of something extra for you. You can't beat that. I love graham cracker crust. I mean, I'm so glad they came out with those. Do you remember the ones that you actually have to unroll and put into a tin and you bake them? You pinch them together. It's like, who has time for that? All right, there we go. Look at that. Now, I'm gonna put my drink in there. See? It even comes out orange because of that pureed pumpkin. Oh, that's pretty. Now, for the even better part, this is just non-dairy, whipped topping, sugar-free. And what I'm going to do is make it my own. I'm going to put a little bit of cinnamon. Because if I can remember, I think that that pumpkin pie has some cinnamon in it. I'm not sure, like I said, I really don't eat it. And I'm going to put in a little bit more of the pumpkin pie spice. Just kind of put that in there. I mean, you can't have pumpkin pie without the whipped cream. That's probably the best part. Just stir it up. It smells so good in here. You would almost think it was Thanksgiving already. Look, you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but you can see like the spices and the actual whipped cream. Ugh, and it smells amazing. So stir that up. I'll put just a dollop in there. So good. There you have your pumpkin pie martini. Cheers to the start of Thanksgiving. Yep, I'm gonna make this for my son. Let's see what he thinks about it. Like I said, minus the vodka. He's not old enough to drink. Oh, that is amazing. Oh my God. So you can taste the pumpkin, but it's not overwhelming. It's not the dense, like, that's pumpkin. It's actually kind of refreshing. And you know, you just need very little. Of course, I'm gonna put the recipe in the description box below. I'm telling you, I don't know if they have them on their website anymore, but if they do, get these. I promise you. The pumpkin spice, the pumpkin cheesecake. She has a 3-pack. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's still on their website. Get these, because right now during Thanksgiving, these are going to be your best friends, because these are amazing. I mean, I use basically just these for flavoring with a little bit of the pumpkin, just a tiny bit of the pumpkin pie spice, and it has just made my day. So I'm gonna go enjoy this, start thinking about what I'm gonna do for Thanksgiving, and I will see you in my next video. All November long, it's going to be pie-inspired cocktails. So if there's a pie that you want to try as a cocktail, tell me what it is, and I'll turn it into a cocktail, and we'll see how it is, see how it comes out. Thank you for watching today's video. Go make this. You are going to love it. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you in my next video.